Hey, you're listening to the Boston Celtics newsfeed. This is Celtics Roundtable. We are powered by CLNS Radio. I'm Matt Ignall alongside my brother Jonathan. We got Zaire and Evan Valenti here as well. We're going to do another rapid-fire session where we ask a bunch of questions in succession, and we'll see how many we can answer before the time is up. So without further ado, let's get it started. My first question is just 2 words. Jared Sullinger? Jonathan?
No. Absolutely not. His better days are behind him. We don't want to go in the weight carousel with Jared Sullinger again. Ante Zizic is coming next year. A rental of Jared Sullinger. I mean, not only was it the weight, it's also the work ethic. No, thank you.
Ditto.
I mean, I don't know where he's at, but he was a better player last year than Tyler Zeller. I mean, he rebounds, he fits the system, he can stretch it a little bit. I think people remember the Atlanta series a little too much and forget the rest of his, off and on contributions throughout the season. But he's always rated out as a pretty solid defender, and he's a good ball mover.
Whose roster spot does he take?
Jordan Mickey.
Oh, yeah. Come on, man. They already gave him a contract. You might as well see that one out. They're going to see Jay's junk through.
Why see that contract out? What's going to happen when you see that one out? He'll sit on the bench until he leaves. He's not even going to Maine anymore.
Yeah, but to make room for Jared Sullinger? Is that what you're going to do?
Well, you might need to clear out 2 people to make room for Jared Sullinger.
Terry Rozier.
Oh, man. There's a Rozier question coming up, but let's get to the second one. The Celtics take on the Lakers on Friday. I don't know how much Lakers you guys have seen, but they have pretty much more incentive to tank right now than basically any other team in history. Because not only do they lose their pick this year if it doesn't land in the top 3, they also lose their 2019 first-round pick. But is there anybody on the Lakers that you think could be like a future All-Star or a future star in any type of way? Like, what do you guys think of Brandon Ingram? I'll throw it to you, Evan.
I like Brandon Ingram. He's going to take a while to get to where he needs to go. I think it's been thrown around that, like, obviously the Durant comparison was ridiculous. He just kind of looks like Durant. He doesn't play like Durant. But he's a very interesting player. He's got a lot of tools. It's going to take a lot to develop him. And it's going to take a while for him to fill out. I like him a lot. I like D'Angelo Russell a lot. I've always been a big D'Angelo fan, even though he's an Ohio State guy, even though he's a Laker. But outside of that on their roster, I like Jordan Clarkson, but what's his ceiling? It's not going to be huge. I was never a Julius Randle guy, never have been, never will be.
Hey, he's playing well.
I don't care for his lack of defense. I really don't.
D'Angelo Russell, I hate his mentality. He's a punk. Brandon Ingram will never grow into that frame because he doesn't have the frame to support the kind of muscle that we're expecting him to compete with NBA guys. He has such.
So you're down on Ingram?
I'm very down on Ingram. I'd take Jaylen Brown over him. I'm glad Jaylen Brown fell to the 3rd spot. He just doesn't have the shoulder width. I mean, you look at a lot of these guys, you can tell by how broad their shoulders are, what kind of frame they can potentially have. He just does not have the frame, and I don't think he ever will.
I feel opposite about Julius Randle, and I was somebody who wasn't impressed with him in college too much, but I did see the value of a kid that has a thick body that can be a little ferocious offensively by the basket. I think he's the guy that can be a 17-point per game scorer, 9 or 10 boards a game in the future.
All right, next. Terry Rozier got dunked on by RJ, and RJ kind of landed on his head, let's say. What do you do in that situation? Do you just accept the L? Do you throw the ball at Richard Jefferson? What do you guys do?
Yeah,
you get dunked on like that.
You can't sit there and take it. I mean, he put his testicles on his head, right, after dunking on him. Terry Rozier has a history of throwing the ball at people. Last year he got a little pissed at Dennis Schroeder. He threw the ball, and that's his move. That's okay. I would be more upset if he just accepted it. I got dunked on. No, I like that technical. Keep it up, Terry. Terrible game, but I think that was the bright spot.
Yeah, there you go. Small bright spot. I mean, heat of the moment, I guess. I don't expect him to know any better. I probably would have done it too, so I'm not going to act like I'm better than that.
Zaire, you got no opinion on this?
No, because Terry Rozier.
The words Terry Rozier just make you angry, it seems.
Yeah, you can get dunked on all you want to. I want you to make some shots, so I don't care who dunks on Terry Rozier. Move out the way, Terry Rozier. If you don't want to get dunked on, you can see it coming. It's not like the guy. I mean, he kind of did dunk on his back, but move. You see that oop coming, and there's no way you was gonna get that oop in the first place. But make a dang shot. Don't make contact with Richard Jefferson. Make contact with the net.
Today's Roundtable segment is being brought to you by the SeatGeek ticketing app. As the Celtics playoff push heats up, SeatGeek is the smartest and easiest way to get tickets to every game. With SeatGeek's seamless mobile experience, you can buy and sell tickets in just 2 taps. And it doesn't end with the Celtics or any other NBA game. SeatGeek also has plenty of concert, comedy, and theater tickets available too, and it's all fully guaranteed. Listeners to CLNS Radio can support this production and get a $20 rebate off their first SeatGeek purchase. Here's how. Download the free SeatGeek app, go to the Settings tab and click Add a Promo Code and enter promo code CELTSNEWS, all one word, and SeatGeek will send you $20 after you've made your first ticket purchase. Download the free SeatGeek app and enter promo code CELTSNEWS today. So when I saw Marcus Smart take the floor against the Cavs, my disappointment was pretty profound. What's with Smart? He's gone back to this boring haircut. I don't care if his hair looks bad or anything. It's boring again. What is he doing?
I like Jonathan's group text. No, it was the tweet you sent out about how Marcus Smart has had more haircuts than Al Horford has field goals made after the All-Star break. I thought that was really funny. That was really good.
Yeah, I think I got 1 like on it, and it was me from the CLNS Roundtable account, so thanks, guys, for supporting me.
I support you in a much bigger medium.
I know, my man. No, I mean, there was a Reddit thread a couple days ago. The shorter your hair is, the better shooter you are.
This comes out every time that Marcus has a good shooting day on when he has a new haircut. This happens literally every time that thread gets bumped up. It's freaking hysterical.
Come playoff time, he'll be bald.
He better be.
Good.
All right, a little bit more serious thing. I have the T-shirt. Thanks, Barstool. Has the King in the fourth stuff gone too far? Did it get a little bit into Isaiah Thomas's head this week? Do you think?
Did you not watch the game tonight?
2 nights ago.
2 nights? Did you not watch the game 2 nights ago?
Shooting nights. It's just when you think about it, Matt. Like if you look at that math table, that like NBA Scholar, NBA Math Twitter feed, where it was like, here's Isaiah in the fourth quarter since like 1996, since we kept this stat. Here's how efficient he is, and here's how many points he's scoring. He's the highest of anybody ever on this list. Like, obviously, that wasn't going to keep going. It was an insane pace. It was crazy. I think
in the Cavs game, I mean, he made the right reads twice and got 6 points out of 2 assists. 1 to Jay Crowder, 1 to Avery Bradley on back-to-back plays.
But that's great stuff. Need that.
Yeah. No, I think he corrected some of his errors that he was making.
I've been hearing nationally, they've been talking about this too. First of all, it's been a freaking 2-game span, okay? This guy has been the king in the fourth all season long, okay? So we're going to judge off of 2 games. I don't think the king – I think the king in the fourth – I mean, it'd be one thing if people put that on him, but he put that on himself. And he put that on himself, and he wore it, and he made it great. So it's different if somebody else throws it on you, and then all of a sudden you start feeling pressure. He applied that pressure to himself, and he's been great. He is great. Yeah, he had a 4 for 21 night, but there's years when Larry Bird had nights that were bad too, and there's years when Michael Jordan had nights that were bad too. As long as they're not 15, 20 nights a year, you know, if you can keep him around 10 or 8 nights a year, that's one thing. But Isaiah hasn't had that many bad nights, so he's an MVP candidate, and he's the best thing that this team has.
All right, yeah, I still have the shirt for the record. I'd be wearing it tonight if it weren't in the wash. Okay, next, Zaire, you've talked a lot about like. You know, if player Y does X, then the Celtics win this amount of games. Who, in your opinion, is like the ultimate bellwether for the Celtics? Who determines if they win or lose based on how well they play?
It's like I'm saying, it's a collective thing. Like the shooting for overall has to be good for the most part. The rebounding, like a lot of people tripping on the rebounding. Rebounding actually doesn't have to be great. They just have to kind of keep it respectable, you know. But I don't think there's that one player where you can say, well, okay, if I'm gonna pick one, I guess I'll just say Jay Crowder. I'll say Jay Crowder. If you grab those rebounds and if you get to the free throw line, this team's gonna find ways to win more times than not.
Yeah, Jay Crowder would be my bet.
I got a different guy. I got Marcus Smart. You know, the Celtics, no matter what, usually are going to find themselves in a situation where it's a close game down the stretch, and Marcus Smart's the guy that makes the winning plays on defense.
All right, quickly, let's finish out these last few. 1 through 4 in the draft where we stand right now. Evan, you're first. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fultz, Ball, Isaac, Jackson.
Jonathan?
Fultz, Ball, Monk.
Jackson.
Malik
Monk. I love it.
Zaire?
Man, I don't have a clue. I would go if it's the Boston Celtics.
He's gonna do
If it's the Boston Celtics, I want.
Yeah, this is the Celtics specific.
I want ball. That's it. Lonzo Ball. Find a way to get Lonzo Ball on this basketball team, and you're good. And everybody else, they can go anywhere else. I don't care.
For me, Fultz, Ball, Jackson. I also have Isaac at the 4, but it's really close. Markkanen, I really like there in that spot, just because like how many 7-footers shoot that well. Okay. 2 more to go. One, what does Jaylen Brown have to do to at least get in the Rookie of the Year conversation? Do we think, like with Joel Embiid going down, his name should be popping up pretty soon if he plays like this? Like Zaire, like 10 points a game. You said that's sort of what you'll be satisfied with. What do you guys think? Does Jaylen Brown have a chance to get in there?
He's got to start posterizing people. He's athletic enough. He needs to make some headlines.
He almost had that one in the Cavs game.
Yeah, he's got the Mavs one, and he dunked on Chris Humphries. He's got to start making some highlight plays.
You look at Dario Saric is on the list for Rookie of the Year. Malcolm Brogdon also on the list. So Brogdon is 9-4-3 a game with a PR of 14, and Saric is 11-6 and maybe half a block maybe per game. Jaylen's got to get somewhat close to those numbers because he's on a winning team, though. I think that'll mean a little bit more as we go forward. And I mean, the last couple of games, he's been unbelievable. I don't think he'll get it, but he's been good enough at the end of the year to be considered at least in the discussion for first or second team All-Rookie.
I just think this year's rookie class is horrendous, and I don't think they should get an award out this year. Just say maybe next year, you guys can come back and try again, and we'll pretend you all are rookies again, because this is ridiculous. Like, these guys have opportunities to put up numbers, and they're just not living up to anything right now. So look, Jaylen Brown, you're talking about a guy averaging 6 points per game, and they say, well, he's contributing to a winning team. Yeah, and if any other guys were there, they'd be contributing to a winning team too. But really, what is it that you're doing to stand out? And these other guys, they have the opportunity to stand out, and they're not really standing out. So I say cancel the award, no Rookie of the Year.
I'm with Jonathan. More highlight plays. All right, lastly, keep in mind we're recording this on Wednesday night. Jahlil Okafor's defense. Did anyone see that? Evan, it's on Reddit. It's the second post on our NBA.
Yeah,
Okafor defensive intensity.
It's our NBA. I'm headed right there. Hang on. I gotta see this. I love this shit. This is great. Jahlil Okafor defensive intensity.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible.
Yo, try even one time. Yo, you gotta get pulled out of the game after that kind of. Oh my God! Oh, he didn't even. Oh, and Whiteside gets a funny shot too. Oh, there's 3 bad plays there.
No, that's smart basketball. They're tanking.
Oh, it's so bad.
It's great. Like, that's why this kid will never be good.
All right, that'll do it here at the Celtics Roundtable on the CLNS newsfeed. I'm Matt Ignell. That was Evan Valenti, Zaire, and my brother Jonathan. We'll be back tomorrow with Boston Celtics power rankings. It'll be an interesting one with kind of a weird week for the Celtics. So stay tuned for that. And follow us on Twitter at CLNS Roundtable. You can stay up to date on all our releases here. So we'll see you next time.